Donald Trump is back at it again, getting ready to explode the crypto market. So if you thought the ETF flows were what's pumping Bitcoin, according to this chart, apparently it was Donald Trump. So in this video, we're going to talk about what's actually happening in the crypto markets on the charts. I'm breaking down some of the top indicators that are showing you where we are in this macro market cycle, like the stablecoin market capitalization, what's happening for Bitcoin reserves across all exchanges, comparing the Bitcoin price chart to the ISM manufacturing orders and what's about to happen next, Bitcoin compared to the gold price chart, what Charlie Munger said about cash before he died that makes me more bullish for crypto than ever before, what's happening over in Dubai for crypto salaries, global liquidity compared to Bitcoin, what all of this means for the XRP, the US dollar price chart, and why Trump will absolutely explode XRP. I'm going to share some top altcoins with you that I'm watching this week that are drastically oversold on key macro indicators that are already starting to make reversals to the upside right now. So if you want to know what altcoins I'm adding to my portfolio other than XRP that I think have massive room to run the rest of this bull run, then you're definitely not going to want to miss this video, because over the past day, we're seeing a rebound in the crypto market, and leading into the presidential election, there's going to be a lot of money to be made. So if you guys are feeling bullish, comment 777. If you're feeling blessed, comment 777. And as always, if you're going to become the first millionaire in your family tree, confirm it by tapping the subscribe button. Let's run it. Hey bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So before we dive into this video, I want you to note that all of the opinions expressed in this video are purely for informational, educational purposes only, and they do not constitute financial, legal, or investment advice. All investments in the crypto market carries massive risks and potential losses, so you should always do your own research, consult with a licensed financial advisor. We're not licensed financial advisors, and relying on our content for decisions is purely at your own risk. And by watching, you agree that we're not responsible for any losses or damages, and we don't guarantee any specific results or outcomes. And as you know, some of the links in the description below this video, they may be affiliate links and we may earn a commission, which also helps support value-based videos like this. So we appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. And we also hold positions in some of the cryptocurrencies discussed in our videos because we only talk about what we believe in. However, this should not be interpreted as a recommendation for you to do the same. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So if we look at the crypto market right now, we can see Floki making a rebound 8.9%, Render up 5%, IMAX up 7.9%, Avalanche 7%, Tau 7.9%. So a pretty good recovery over the past day. And over the past week, the whole market is recovering, doing very well. And if we zoom out over the past month, everything is still down, but overall on the macro, crypto market is looking better than ever before. But there will be turbulence on the way up, as you guys already know. You know, when we look at Bitcoin stock to flow model right here, I brought this up in previous videos, but this just shows the days until the next halving based on this color code right here. And when we go from red, dark red to orange, and then eventually to yellow, that's the most parabolic stage of the bull run during orange and yellow. So as you see during the last bull run, you know, we consolidated at red for a period of time after Bitcoin's halving, and then we went parabolic. I've shown this to you guys, probably like, I don't know, 50 times. To maybe do 100 times. So I know it can get repetitive. I know a lot of people get frustrated because they don't want to look at the Bitcoin price chart. But if you actually want to make money, you need to look at this stuff. You need to pay attention to this stuff. And so if we just look at the past few cycles, you know, it's repeating very similar to what happened, more arguably comparable to the 2019 to 2020 cycle because of how long we've been consolidating at the all-time high compared to where we were at the all-time high back in like 2020 for much less of a period of time. If we were to zoom in right here on the chart, you guys can see that we were at like $18,000 to $19,000 between November 24th of 2020 to like December for like a month. And where we have been in this cycle, range bound between 50 and 70K since March 13th of this year. So for about 5 months. So this is a much longer consolidation period. And as you guys know, we went through a very long consolidation phase around June 16th of 2016, all the way until we broke that in December of 2016. So it took 6 months before we broke $800 for Bitcoin, and then we went from orange to yellow, and it was turbulent. You know, the price rallied all the way up to $1,100, then all the way back to $788, rallied up to $1,300, dropped all the way down to $900. And so there's going to be a lot of volatility. It's going to shake a lot of people out. When Bitcoin finally does breach $70,000, we're going to see retail come back to the market. Everyone is going to be searching on Google Trends again, typing in Bitcoin, typing in meme coins, artificial intelligence, real world asset projects. They're going to be typing in their favorite project to see what's happening, and they're going to be FOMOing in as Bitcoin gets closer to $100,000. And when we see these moves take place, they happen rapidly, they happen quick, and then we go through months of consolidation periods where it's boring to shake people out. And so you do not want to wait for the next move up to capitalize. You want to pay attention to what I'm sharing with you in this video, because I'm just going to drop facts for you guys. Looking at Bitcoin's rainbow price chart indicator that shows maximum bubble territory all the way down to a fire sale. If we were to zoom in for where we are, we've been between a fire sale and accumulate for this entire bull run. We haven't even got into the still cheap zone, which is like a lighter green right before we get to yellow. Once we get to yellow, that's the HODL range. So if I were to zoom out and show you what that looks like on the macro, the HODL range is $135,000 in yellow, all the way upwards of $185,000. Now, nobody knows how high Bitcoin will go this bull run cycle, but everyone knows and everyone believes that Bitcoin is going higher unless there's an absolute catastrophic economic meltdown. Now, if that happens, then you're not going to make money in anything, right? You know, like real estate's going to go down, stock market's going to go down, crypto's going to go down. So this is literally the last shot, and it actually is the last chance. No clickbait, you know. So if I put last chance on the title, it's not clickbait, guys. A lot of people say these videos are clickbait when it's the last chance. No, it's actually not, because when you pay attention to what Jerome Powell is about to do with the Federal Reserve coming up in September and what's about to happen near election, this is literally the last chance to make money before we go into a massive bear market. So what this reminds me of is what happened back in 2017 to 2018, where we just chopped around within this range that was in the buy zone right here, after light blue to dark blue and then green. And then once we started breaking upwards of $1,000, we went all the way into the HODL zone, you know, close to 3K, dropped back down to 1,900, then started working our way out of here. So it's very normal to see 20 to 40% corrections on the way up. So what I'll do is I'll put both of these charts side by side on the screen so you guys can see the similarities here for how long we've been within this range to accumulate and buy more crypto, back up the trucks all the way to the bank. Now, not financial advice. I'm just telling you what this chart shows. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You should always consult your financial advisor if they're a multimillionaire, and the chances of finding a financial advisor that's a multimillionaire is very slim to none, because they're taking the safe approach. They're telling you to invest in Roth IRAs, 401ks, all that stuff. And not that there's anything wrong with that. We're just in a new world in this day and age. We're in a digital revolution. You know, it's the fourth turning. It's basically the industrial, what was the equivalent of what happened in the industrial revolution, but within the banking industry with blockchain technology and Web3, and cryptocurrencies are the catalyst for that. It's like the stock market in the early days. And so volatility is the price that you pay for opportunity. So when we look at global liquidity, M2 versus the Bitcoin price, we can see what happened the last time that global liquidity broke out from its high right here on this blue chart and started to trend upwards. Bitcoin's price chart was lagging behind. You know, we tried to make a recovery and then the pandemic shook everyone out. So don't get me wrong, there could be further to the downside. I'll talk about the bear case as well too, because let's say the elite want to shake everyone out one more time. Well, then World War III, you know, the Fed cutting rates rapidly, that could do it. And we could see a shakeout event. But the cool thing that we need to look at is global liquidity. Global liquidity is at its all-time high, and it's increasing right here on this chart specifically. And so Bitcoin's lagging behind a little bit, consolidating right now below the all-time high. And so just like what happened last time, it caught up to global liquidity. And you can see that a lot of people believe that Bitcoin follows the 4-year halving period, 4-year cycle theory, when in reality it follows global liquidity more so, and Bitcoin's halving was just structured based on global liquidity. So honestly, we're not even close to the high yet. Some in the banana zone, according to Julian Biddle right here. When you look at the GMI Bitcoin cycle top finder compared to the price chart of Bitcoin in pink, the cycle top finder is in black. We're comparable to what happened in 2019. And so with this sell-off, followed by this range-bound sideways boring trading action right here, you know, we're not anywhere close to the peaks of what happened back in 2021, the end of 2017, 18 bull run, and then 2013 to 2014. And so on the macro indicators are showing us that we still have further to the upside to go. Another massive indicator to look at is the stablecoin total market capitalization. You can see the total market cap in purple, the price chart for Bitcoin right here in white. The stablecoin market cap just hit a new all-time high. So $165 billion worth of stablecoins have now been issued. Remember, when liquidity goes up, not only for M2, but for stablecoins like Tether, issuing more USDT, Bitcoin's price follows. Now it's lagging behind right now, but it tends to follow shortly after. Also, here's another key indicator that gives us a metric and an understanding of what's about to happen next. Bitcoin on exchanges is historically low while there has never been so much institutional demand. Institutions are gobbling up Bitcoin. They're buying more. You see Morgan Stanley diving in. BlackRock has had constant positive days, virtually no negative outflow days. So people are holding Bitcoin, not redeeming it for cash. And if we look at the exchange reserves in purple, you can see that it's going down, whereas the price has been ranging. And so what that means is as more Bitcoin gets taken off of exchanges, they don't plan on selling it for a long period of time. They're putting it in cold storage and they're storing it away, they're tucking it away because they have no intention to sell. Also, the real economy dictates Bitcoin's price. Just two indicators to look at right here on this chart: the United States ISM manufacturing new orders and the United States ISM purchasing managers index. So I thought this is really interesting right here because as you guys can see in the ISM purchasing managers index compared to the manufacturing new orders and Bitcoin's price chart at the top right here, during the first phase of the bull run where we start to break out from the bear market bottom and trend back up to the all-time high, you can see we're down at these low levels right here in red circled. And then when we start to go parabolic and break out past the all-time high and go into price discovery and just keep marching up in phase 4 of the bull run, we reach this upper threshold right here for both the purchasing managers index and the ISM manufacturing new orders as M2 global liquidity starts to breach into all-time highs and just go parabolic as well too. Also on the Bitcoin rainbow price chart indicator, we start breaching up, as you can see right here, when Bitcoin passed 20K, we get into the HODL zone, then we breached into is this a bubble? Then we get into the FOMO intensifying zone. In the FOMO intensifying zone, we didn't quite make it to the sell, seriously sell, or maximum bubble territory. During that 2021 bull run, upwards of $60,000, we would have had to breach upwards of $70,000 to get into that range. Whereas back in December of 2017, upwards of $19,000 was in the maximum bubble territory at the upper threshold of this. You should have gotten out of the markets at that point. But the key thing to understand here is when we're down within these levels closer to a fire sale or within the buy zone right here in blue, what should you be doing? Well, if you were to just follow what this showed right here, you would have made a lot of money. And so how far off are we from the HODL zone in yellow? Well, that's about $130,000 to $140,000. The next zone, which is this a bubble, is $180,000, $190,000. My top price prediction for Bitcoin, which I have 100% chance of being wrong here, but as long as I get close, I'm fine with that. But I think $190,000, right? I think that's where Bitcoin's going to make it to. I don't think it's going to get up into the sell, seriously sell, or maximum bubble territory. Although I hope I'm wrong. I hope Bitcoin goes upwards because that's $500,000 this cycle. I don't think that's going to happen until like 2030's bull run to get to $500,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin. And I don't care. Bitcoin doesn't need to get to $500,000 this cycle because of what I'm going to be sharing with you based on the altcoin market, because altcoins rally harder. Look at this. Bitcoin compared to the gold price chart. Gold consolidated for years around $2,000, dropping down to $1,500, then working its way out of here. Bitcoin has only been consolidating for like 5 months. And so if you thought this was painful for Bitcoin, try holding gold for all that period of time. Now gold is breaching into an all-time high as geopolitical tensions rise, World War III fears rise, the concerns about the value of the US dollar, the bond market, all of that stuff increase. Well, gold is breaching $2,500. Look at Bitcoin's price chart. It's resembling gold just on a more compressed time frame. And if you guys watched my previous videos, I showed you what happened years after the first gold ETF was approved in the early 2000s. Gold went absolutely parabolic after that. So what do you think is going to happen for Bitcoin? It's just catching up to the institutional demand. So as Joni Mitchell said in her song, Big Yellow Taxi, they paved paradise, they put up a parking lot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? And so now that Charlie Munger is gone, let's hear what he has to say.
A safe assumption for an investor is that over the next 100 years, the currency is going to zero. That's my working hypothesis.
Wow. Well, that'll be a different type of environment, won't it?
Now, her song also says they took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 to see them. So this song was essentially a call to action to prevent the damage we're doing to our planet, referring to the lack of human awareness. Only too late, we recognize the destruction that's done only after it's happened. So the destruction of a nation always starts with the destruction of a currency, and the smartest nations that take over from there are the ones that shift to the currency of the future. So Dubai, their court accepts cryptocurrency as a valid salary method for payment. And so we see over in the UAE, we see over in Abu Dhabi, we see over in the Japan region, the Asian region, in other countries adopting crypto because they realize that to charge people $1.50 to see the trees in the tree museum, well, in this day and age, it's going to cost $10 now due to inflation. And so Trump, what he's doing and his son as well too, has posted this. For too long, the average American has been squeezed by the big banks, the financial elite. It's time we take a stand together. And his son reposted this. And so they actually launched a Telegram group called the Defiant Ones, and they have 37,000 people in this group. So if you guys want to join it, you can go check it out. I will also leave the link to our Telegram group below if you guys want to check it out. But right here it says, welcome to the Defiant Ones, the only Telegram channel for the Trump DeFi project. We're thrilled to have you join our growing community. Please be aware that this is the only official channel for our project. So they're planning to absolutely explode the crypto market. And they posted this on the 17th of August, just a few days ago, saying over the next few days, we'll be sharing some important updates and announcements right here in this channel. This is the only place to get the official news. So make sure to stay tuned and keep your notifications on. Exciting things are coming. Don't miss out. So what do you guys think they're launching? Could it be a coin? Could it be an exchange or a combination of those? Here's what's going to happen next. As we get closer to the election, the anticipation of Trump getting into the office, beating Kamala, is going to increase. And that's what would lead to a crypto pump. But also there's some uncertainty there. So uncertainty the markets don't like. So a lot of people think that the ETF flows are what's pumping Bitcoin. And according to Sistine Research on this chart, he says wrong. It was Trump. Bitcoin trades based on Trump. Period. He's been the single biggest factor in Bitcoin price action for the last year. Almost every single Bitcoin move over the last year has been based on Trump-related news. Once you understand that the only thing that matters for crypto is Trump winning in November, you'll begin to understand the Trump thesis. Now, do you guys agree or do you disagree with this? Let's look at this chart, because we can see right here in orange, the Bitcoin price chart, right here in blue, the Trump meme coin. Now you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, it says Republican primaries start. Little volatility to the downside, but then it shoots up from there. Trump winning primaries, Trump coming out being bullish about Bitcoin, Trump odds bottom right here, Trump odds steadily rising, Trump odds peak right here. And then we saw recently Kamala's odds in the news. Who knows how real that was? I don't know. I have no idea, but they're saying Kamala was leading Trump. Then the markets crashed after Trump's Bitcoin conference, but it pumped after Trump's assassination attempt. And after that happened, we saw Trump's meme coin absolutely spike up and rally after that, but then crash with the rest of the market. Now right here, this chart says Kamala's odds peak, Trump odds bottom. So could this be the reversal signal that we're looking for, along with Bitcoin's strategic reserve starting to get priced in? Because that hasn't really been priced in yet, as we see the market just chop sideways around the $60,000 region. But what we're looking at right here is just a macro psychology of a market cycle playing out. In my opinion, regardless of whether Trump or Kamala, this is how the psychology of market cycle works, based on global liquidity. And if we look right here in this disbelief rally, it's just a much deeper disbelief rally correction right here compared to this chart. But after disbelief, where people think this rally will fail just like the others, we start working our way on out of here closer to election. We get into hope as we pass the March high of $1.3 trillion for the altcoin market. We get back to the complacency stage high and then the euphoria high, which is the true all-time high for the altcoin market, excluding Bitcoin. It's about $1.7 trillion. So that's an extra $800 billion to flow in the market. That's almost a 2x from where we are right now for altcoins. Now, in order for that to happen, we obviously need to see Bitcoin breaking out. But as you guys can see, once we go from hope, we get into optimism. That's where things start to get really euphoric, between optimism and euphoria. And then between thrill, euphoria, and complacency, we want to be exiting the market. So right now, I accumulated more crypto. Yesterday, one of the projects that I added to my portfolio was Floki. And as you guys can see, it's bouncing right now. Now, the main reason why is if you look on the bottom of the screen right here, on the weekly chart, we can see that the K line is at 4.54. We can see the D line is at 3.55. So the K line actually just crossed above the D line. We're seeing a bullish cross, but we need to see it confirm by the 26th of August. So we still have 4 days for this to confirm, where we want to see the K line in blue stay above the D line in orange and also pass above 20. Now, this could take a few weeks to play out while we see what happens on the price chart. So it doesn't necessarily mean we're out of the woods just yet. But one of the biggest reasons why I personally decided to accumulate more Floki, again, not financial advice. Reason number one is obviously we're drastically oversold on the macro indicator on the weekly right here on the price chart in this disbelief pullback right here. I've circled on the charts the last times that this has happened where we've seen a bullish cross confirmed below 20. You know, we've seen the price break out 1 time, 2 time, 3 times in the past. Now this is a new chart. This is on Binance because this is Floki's first real bull run, but it is one of the large cap meme coins, and I think it's going to do very, very well. Also, number 2 is they just launched their Floki trading bot on Telegram, and number 3, they're doing an airdrop for a project that is absolutely massive over in Europe. And so I made a video yesterday about it. You guys can go check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to watch that. It talks about Floki's trading bot, how to get started with that. It also talks about the airdrop that's taking place. And so I just think this project is going to do incredible this entire bull run because the market cap is still under $2 billion. In last bull run, we saw Shiba Inu's market cap go upwards of, what was it, like, I don't know, $20, $30 billion, somewhere around there. So I think this project still has 10x potential. And what they're doing in the utility space, you know, I like it because there's a lot of utility behind it. It's not just some junky meme coin. Their team is doing everything in their power to make this one of the most legit projects in the space. For example, the Certic audit shows a 91 out of 100. It's ranked number 38. It's in the top 10 percentile. The category score is a 91.4, and it scores literally over 90 in everything other than fundamentals, which is an 86. Then we got Solana at 91, BNB at 91, Toncoin at 93, Avalanche at 94, Shiba Swap at 92, Polygon at 94, Uniswap at 94, Aptos 94, CRO 92, VeChain's a 92, Arbitrum's a 94, and then Floki's a 91. So anything above 90 is absolutely incredible. And just because something has a higher audit doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to do the best, because as you guys can see here, Bonk here is 67, but it's Bonk. No one expects this project to really last much longer than this bull run, let alone a decade or two. It's just something people are making a lot of money in this bull run currently. But if you want to benefit from the Floki ecosystem and airdrops that they're going to be doing in the future, then participate in this. Check it out. I know you're going to love it. Also, another project that I'm keeping on my watch list is Near, because once we see an artificial intelligence resurgence back into the market, Near Protocol is one of the leading projects of that. Also, when we pull up the psychology of a market cycle next to Near's chart, this is a textbook disbelief pullback right here, and this ascending support is getting formed right here for this entire bull run. So this was wave 1 in the Elliott waves for Near Protocol. From the bear market low, we see wave 1, corrective wave number 2. I think corrective wave 2 is in. If it's not and we go even lower, even better, I'll just accumulate more. Wave 3 is going to be the most impulsive wave for this cycle, and we're going to see that come back up to this complacency stage high, or the all-time high, if not higher, and then potentially see like a pullback, maybe back to the all-time high. And then wave number 5 will be the end of the bull run. And that would be sometime, I think, like in 2025, before 2026 for the final stage of the bull run. So I think there's going to be a lot of money made going into election. And if we see the markets really start to break out for something like Near Protocol, and we go into the hope stage of the recovery rally, then that would lead us back up to where we were during the complacency stage during the last bull run. Also, a key thing to note here is look at the indicator on the stochastic RSI on the weekly. The K line is at 4.88. The D line is at 4.63. We're witnessing a bullish cross right now. It would be confirmed by August 26th if the K line is above the D line, and then even more of a confirmation above 20 when we pass it. Each time I've circled on the chart that we saw a bullish cross below 20, the further below 20 that a bullish cross takes place, meaning the K line in blue crosses above the D line in orange, the further below 20 it takes place, the stronger the reversal signal of the bulls stepping in. As you can see, during this bull run, there hasn't been that many real bullish crosses. One of them took place right here when we were at $1, and then the price surged upwards of $9, so it pulled a 9x after that. You know, the time before then, the price was right here. We saw a little rally up and a drop, so don't get me wrong, we could see the price drop further, but on the macro, when you zoom out, if you literally, and again, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what the smartest investors do. When they buy, based on these indicators right here, when we're drastically oversold and they just hold for the long term during this entire bull run, and then they sell somewhere up here when the indicator is overbought right here above 80 and we see a bearish cross, then they exit the market at the best possible points. I mean, look at where this pullback took place and then match it up on the indicator. This is easy. This is not the, like, I'm not the best trader in the world. I'm kind of an idiot, but look at this. March 18th right here. Where was the indicator? Well, the K line was all the way up here at 91. The D line was right here at 82. We saw the K line cross below the D line, drastically overbought, and then it trended and plummeted to the downside. And I'll just put an arrow right here on what I'm looking at. And then look at the price chart. The price dropped from $9 all the way down to where we are right now. I mean, it dropped even below that, $3. Now we're at $4 right here. So we're in oversold conditions right here. And if we witness this bullish cross take place, then Near Protocol, I think, is going to do well the rest of this bull run. Now, another project that looks almost identical to Near Protocol because these projects move in tandem because of how liquidity works. So a lot of people think that like, oh, Near's doing well, like it's the best project. Then Chainlink starts doing well, then Floki does well. Guys, listen, a lot of the top large cap projects are going to do well. Some of them might do an 8x, some of them might do a 7x this bull run. Some might do a 10, some might do a 6. You know, if you have a diversified portfolio, then you're going to do very well if we stay in this bull run before an economic collapse based on the Fed dropping rates, the bond market, you know, absolutely getting imploded, which we'll talk about in the next few months. But leading into election, I do believe we're going higher. And look at the indicators. They show it. Chainlink right here. The K line's at 9. The D line is at 5. And so we just witnessed a bullish cross. Again, we need to see a confirmation close on the weekly where the K line stays above the D line by the 26th of August. So again, in 4 days, we'll witness this. But Chainlink bounced off this ascending support right here. Also on this horizontal zone that Chainlink consolidated at during the entire bear market, guys. You can see it took over 500 days at this level between $5 and $9.90. So between $5 and $10, it struggled to break out for a long period of time. And the larger the base, the higher in space. And so Chainlink is going to be one of the best projects just through their partnerships and their connections and everything they have in the industry. And the indicators are showing that we're drastically oversold. Look at when we were below 20 in the past. I've circled every single point on the chart right here, the last bull run. Because during bear markets, we're not going to pay attention to those points when we saw bearish crosses, even though we could. And that's, you could even make money during a bear market following this strategy right here. I'm giving you guys the game here. And this is really easy to understand because you just look at this chart, the stochastic RSI right here. And anytime we're below 20 right here, we're oversold on the macro. And when you circle the points on the chart, you can just see confirmation of the past right here. So because we're oversold, look at the confirmation right here. We're going to follow up with this within the next few months, and we're going to see where we are in the next few months. And I believe we're going to be upwards somewhere within these levels right here, leading into election for Chainlink. You know, and there's no guarantee, obviously, but that's anywhere between $28, $37, even potentially the all-time high of $50. And we're sitting at $11 right now. So just holding money in cash while cash slowly bleeds out. Even though there's risk in crypto, it is a very calculated risk here. Look at ANDO. ANDO, another real world asset project that is going to do very, very well. Sitting at 72 cents right here. This is the first bull run for ANDO, so I can't compare back to the past bull run because now it is a mid-cap project in the hundreds of millions of dollars. It's not in the billions. I think this project could do multiple billions of dollars this bull run in terms of market cap. The K line is at 3. The D line is at 2.6. It's going to follow a lot of the other upper tiered mid-cap projects that are closer to $1 billion. And as it gets into large cap project, it's being added to a lot of these institutional portfolio capital companies, basket of cryptos that they're diversifying into. So when the tides rise, so do all ships. ANDO is now one of those ships that's a part of the fleet. So you guys definitely want to watch this. And so because we're beneath 20, we're at 3 and 2 on the stochastic RSI on the weekly, which is a macro indicator. That's a sign for me that a likely scenario for us to bounce from here is very, very high. Now, again, there's no guarantees. We could see a minimal bounce from here. And obviously we have this descending resistance to watch for. So like if this bounce only brings us up to this descending resistance and we see one final shakeout in the market for us to trend down, then we could stay in the oversold conditions down here for a period of time and then bounce from here later in the market after they shake everybody out for some potential World War III event. We just don't know, but I don't need to get the best price point and buy the lowest of the low, and buy the bottom every single time, or I don't need to like sell the top and time the top every single time, as long as I'm getting a relatively solid entry point for me personally when we're oversold conditions, and then I'm riding the macro and I'm selling when we're overbought, then I'm going to do relatively well. Like if I can sell 80% of the way up, if you can sell 80% of the way up, you're going to do good. Now looking at XRP, I think on the macro, XRP on the monthly is going to do well because we've been in this macro symmetrical triangle. However, I've warned you guys about this in past videos. Even though XRP is one of my most bullish projects, it's the one that's underperforming the most in my portfolio. But I will show you guys a way to be able to put your XRP to work for you, so it doesn't matter whether XRP goes up, down, sideways in the short term, because you can earn massive crypto rewards. Look at the stochastic RSI right now. The K line is at 82. The D line is at 77. So we witnessed a bullish cross take place above 80, meaning we could stay overvalued and overbought for a period of time, and we could even go higher from here. However, this just shows me that there could be a potential pullback for XRP in the short term, and this would be so fitting for them to suppress XRP even more while the rest of the market rallies, piss everybody off, so they shake everybody out. Because guys, the elite don't want people to become wealthy because they want you to stay stuck at the bottom. That's why they keep information from you. That's why the education system is the way that it is. That's why they don't train you to be entrepreneurs. They don't teach you to do your taxes in school, and they keep these information privied to the blue bloods, right? The people that are part of the secret societies is what they call them. Skull and bones, Freemasonry, all that good stuff. So I'm not going to get too much down that land here in this video because I just want to talk about facts. But the facts show that XRP on the weekly stochastic RSI is overbought. And each time that we've been here, we did see a pullback for XRP. And as you can see right here, there's still more time in the symmetrical triangle, but time is relative depending on what you think is a long period of time. For some people is a micro period of time. For like Warren Buffett, he plays the game in decades, not in days. Same as how Charlie Munger did when he was alive. And so if you want to be wealthy, you have to play the same game as them. You have to retrain your emotions. You have to retrain your thoughts. You have to completely think different. You can't be trying to get rich overnight. We're not here to get rich overnight. We're here to get rich. Okay, there's a difference there. You will get rich eventually. And again, could be wrong here because you might be the type of person that buys in something then sells it later because you're not rich overnight. But you will get rich eventually in these markets, long term, if you play the long game. And I know that's not what you want to hear because I need to scratch off lottery ticket now. I need to get wealthy now. But when we look at what's happening and the pressure building behind the dam, well, this news is popping out there. Bank of America got added to the Ripple website. And so Ripple is constantly making these moves as a company. And also, there's these collaborations taking place behind the scenes with over 1,700 NDAs that key banking employees, higher ups over at Ripple, they've signed to where they can't talk about this stuff. Even David Schwartz signed an NDA with the NSA, the National Security Agency, and he can't talk about what he worked on at the NSA. And a lot of people are saying that the NSA created Bitcoin, and XRP was even created, as the improvement of Bitcoin, as the beta, because Bitcoin was the beta test coin, right? Because it's slow, it is not as cost effective as XRP. XRP is meant to be used. Bitcoin is meant to be stored. It's not like what's better. It's like, okay, they're going to have Bitcoin as a store of value and like their own Fort Knox and have a reserve for Bitcoin. And XRP is what's going to be used as a transfer of value for the new monetary system. So this is why Apple is updating with iOS 18. You will be able to use Tap to Cash to exchange Apple Cash by holding your iPhone or Apple Watch near another iPhone or Apple Watch user. And this is going to commence on October 4th this year. They're going to be requiring that users verify identity to send more than a total of $500, obviously, in P2P, peer-to-peer transfers, whether sending from your Apple Cash balance or from a supported payment card and wallet. I don't care whether this is like, crypto or not. The fact that people can transfer cash back and forth faster, peer-to-peer, it shows where the world is heading. Where is the world heading? Digital. Now, looking at the crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're at $592 billion. The all-time high for others, this is basically every other altcoin other than Ethereum, is $1.1 trillion. So if we were to measure where we are from the all-time high, we're about 90% away, nearly a 2x just from right here. So where we were last bull run cycle when we were about 90 to 100% away was right here. And like January of 2021 when we started that breakout. And look what happened when we passed the all-time high. Just to get back to the all-time high is obviously step one, but to pass the all-time high is the ultimate power move in the crypto market. Because if we were to draw the Fibonacci retracement tool right here from the high to the bear market low, and we were to zoom out for you guys and see what happened and what we did, well, we did anywhere between a 2.618 and a 3.618 right here. We almost pulled the 3.618 extension. So if I were to just do the same thing, draw the Fibonacci extension tool right here down to the low, and we were to zoom out, a 2.618 is 2.5 trillion, a 3.618 is $3.3 trillion. So because we're at 592 billion, let's just say 600 billion right now, if I were to measure 603, to go to a 2.618, that's 300%. to go to 3.618, that's 450%. And this time around, like, look at the institutional demand for where we are right now. ETFs are approved. You see like Morgan Stanley, you see Fidelity, you see American Express, you see Bank of America, you see Chase Bank, you see Donald Trump being bullish on crypto, you see legislation going out there getting ready to be passed, and the market cap is literally half off, whereas the fundamental news is even more bullish for crypto than it ever has been in the past. So a lot of people have asked me, what is my number one way to earn massive crypto rewards this entire bull run before we get into the euphoria stage of the market cycle? Well, if you go to xrpl.to, you guys will see a lot of different altcoin projects listed on the XRP Ledger, and virtually nobody knows about this, nor is anyone really paying attention to it right now because the price of XRP has been suppressed during the entire Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. But over the next few years, as Ripple and XRP gets more traction, a lot of the projects on the XRP Ledger are going to gain a lot of attention. And one of my buddies showed me a project on the XRP Ledger that is the first play to earn game on XRP where you're able to earn crypto rewards simply for playing the game. Now, if you guys want to see what that game is, what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below this video. All you have to do is click more. When you scroll down, it'll show get started here. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. You simply just register, create a free account. You enter in your username, your email address, your password, and then your gender. And then you just click sign up at the bottom. And it's going to take you into the back office of the members area. Now, I want to explain really quick the benefit of playing this game to earn crypto rewards, because the coolest part about the game is the ticker of the altcoin is literally called crypto. It's a micro cap, very, very tiny project that virtually nobody knows about right now. And one of my buddies showed me this game, and I'm already earning about 10 crypto per day, which is about 1,000 XRP. But there's no guarantee that you're going to earn 10 crypto per day or 1,000 XRP per day, because your results are obviously going to vary playing the game depending at what level you come in at. So I want to be very clear that results aren't typical, and this is just purely for fun to see what happens for the rest of this bull run as the XRP Ledger gains more adoption. So once you've created your free account through the link in the description below, the next thing that you're going to need is an XRP wallet. Now, the best wallet online right now is the Zaman wallet, and it's the largest and most secure XRP custodial cold storage wallet. So it's also a mobile app on your phone where you get your private keys for the wallet. It's comparable to a Ledger or a Trezor cold storage device, but the best for holding XRP. And this is what you're going to need to be able to play the game to earn crypto rewards. So again, below this video, you're going to see a tutorial video right here, and it breaks down exactly how to set up your wallet, how to be able to fund it with XRP so you can start playing the game, and everything in between. So after you've created your free community account and you have your XRP wallet, the next step is to log in to the back office of your account. And at the top, you're going to see these 4 little icons right here. You simply click this. You go to My DGP, you scroll down, and then you click Purchase Combo. In the bottom left, you're going to click this little plus icon, so it shows 1 combo pack. Click these little 3 boxes right here, and then you purchase with your XRP wallet. And then all you need to do is open up your Zaman wallet on your phone, click this little icon right here at the bottom, and then you simply scan the code on the screen. It's going to pop up. Right now, it's 5,000 XRP to get your digital game pieces to be able to play the game and earn crypto rewards. And I'm going to show you the game in a little bit and how awesome it is, because the founder of this dumped millions of dollars in development into this game and has been working on it since 2020. So this is hands down the best play to earn game to earn crypto rewards on the XRP Ledger. So I spent about 15,000 XRP on my digital game pieces because I want to be able to maximize the game. And so far, just recently, I'm earning 10 crypto per day, which is about 1,000 XRP per day. So you can do the math over the course of a month on what those rewards will look like. And I can swap crypto for XRP. So I'm just going to keep stacking my digital game pieces to maximize my crypto rewards, because you also have to take into account that crypto is the in-game currency. So as more people start catching on to the XRP Ledger and they start playing the game to earn rewards, then the popularity of the crypto token will increase. So obviously there's no guarantees of any profits here, but you do not want to miss out on this as more people start learning about XRP over the next few years. So all I'm going to do to get my digital game pieces is slide to accept on my XRP wallet, and it says the payment was submitted successfully. Now all I'm going to do is refresh the page. I go to My DGP Assets, that simply stands for digital game pieces, and you're going to see I got 1 Cryptopian, a Cryptoland, a box, a key, a vial, and a crystal. So I'm simply just going to click claim on each of these. I'm going to open my Zaman wallet again. I'm going to click this icon right here to scan the code on the screen, and I'm just going to slide to accept. And as soon as I've claimed my digital game piece, I'm going to click reveal, and it shows me what class this is in. And one of the coolest parts about this game is each of the digital game piece reveals are random, so you could get between a level 1 to a level 10. So I'm going to click claim to reveal the land now, and then I just scan the code and slide to accept on my XRP wallet. And it just shows this little countdown thing right here as it reveals which land I have. So as you can see, that was a level 1 land. You guys might get a different level. On a previous pack, I got a level 9. And depending on the level that you get determines the crypto rewards that you earn daily. Now, after you've revealed your digital game pieces to be able to play the game to start earning crypto rewards, in the top of your back office, you click the icon right here with the 4 squares. Then you simply click the game. And then you click the button on the center of the screen that says enter the game. And then you're going to see several in-game actions here like rent, mine, thieve, govern, rule, enhance, and bank. So depending on which avatar you got will determine whether you mine, you thieve, you govern, or you rule. And then for your land, you can collect rent on your land every single day in crypto, which is awesome. So in this case, I would click on thieve, click continue. So underneath available, I simply select my Cryptopian. I select the duration in days. In this case, it'd be 1. And then I click this little icon right here. It's going to pop up this and it shows me the daily production. In this case is 0.4 crypto tokens. So depending on when you're watching this video, crypto might be at a different price. Right now it's at about $53. So all I need to do is confirm the action and it's going to say it's processed successfully. And then it's underneath active and it has a countdown timer right here in terms of time remaining until it goes back into the available section again. So you can see 23 hours and 59 minutes. Now, once this is done, my crypto balance is going to top up with an extra 0.4. Right now it's at about 44.39. And if I go back to the main page and I click on rent and click continue, you can see that I have an available land that I can collect rent on. So I simply select the land. I select the amount of days that I want it to collect rent, 1 day, 3 days, or 7 days. So this can be as passive or as active as you want, but I'm gonna click this icon right here. It's gonna pop up and it's gonna show me the daily production. And then I just confirm the action. Now you can see underneath active, I have a level 1, level 4, level 8, and a level 9. And then it shows me the time remaining on each of these land pieces that are collecting rent right now in crypto rewards, which is awesome. And so at the bottom of the screen right here, you can see crypto total net. That's about 14.96 crypto tokens. So let's just round that up to 15. And if I were to swap 15 crypto for XRP, it's about 1,554 XRP. Now that's obviously not a guarantee that you're going to earn the same amount of crypto tokens because as you can see, I have more pieces of land here because I decided to purchase more packs because I want to be able to stack up the amount of crypto tokens I earn over time throughout the rest of this entire bull run before we get into the euphoria stage. So I'm just going to continue to stack crypto tokens playing this game for fun because as more attention gets drawn over to the XRP Ledger, I can see more and more users playing crypto land every single day to earn crypto rewards. So again, all you need to do right now to get started is go into the link in the description below this video, create your account. Once you have your Zaman XRP wallet and you've loaded it with XRP, following the tutorial below, then in the back office, you click the icon at the top, you click My DGP, and then you purchase your combo pack to be able to reveal your digital game pieces. So you can buy one or you can buy multiple right now because the more combo packs that you get, the more pieces of land that you're going to be able to collect rent on each and every single day. And then if you choose to get the crypto token on the secondary market, that's up to you. Or you can just play the game for fun to be able to earn crypto rewards like I'm doing right now. So once the time expires on each of these active pieces of land, I'm going to collect all of the rent in crypto and it's going to top up my balance right here where you can see 44. So check it out. I know you guys are going to absolutely love it. And again, we're going to have a tutorial as well too on some different strategies, beginner, intermediate, and advanced to be able to maximize this game. That way you can benefit the entire bull run as XRP explodes. So all you need to do right now is click the links below. If you go to bullrunners.com, you're also going to get early alerts on explosive altcoins, daily market analysis videos for breaking news updates like this, and you'll discover our best ways to be able to maximize the crypto land game to earn the most amount of crypto rewards this entire bull run. Because together, we believe that the spending power of the dollar is just going to keep going down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. Blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, and cryptocurrencies have been going up in value over the past decade. That's the truth, and together, we're all going camping on the beaches of the moon. I'll see you guys on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com through the links below. As always, you know what to do. Stay bullish.